Skeptics Review The Bible by John Smith. Leviticus chapter 25. Hello, true believers. It's me, Gabe Angel, messenger of God and purveyor of good news to all of the holiest prophets throughout humanity. I've been watching this Leviticus playlist along with the rest of you, and Moses has been doing an okay job, but I'm with some of you guys. Sometimes his voice can be a little annoying, and he does occasionally get a bit full of himself. I mean, technically Moses was right to stone Larry in the last chapter, but still, he was a bit over-enthusiastic about it, and we decided he needed a bit of a timeout. Which is why I've decided to take over this chapter. Plus, up here in heaven, there will be no more interruptions from that snarky little red-cloaked imp from the bowels of HE double hockey sticks. You know who I'm talking about. So let's dive right into this chapter, okay? Here we go. So the Lord spoke to Moses. Why do they keep saying spake? It clearly says spoke right there. The Lord spoke to Moses up on Mount Sinai and told Moses, "When I deliver the Israelites into the land of Canaan that I promised would be theirs, land flowing with heavenly milk and honey, and yes, heathens are already living there, but I will drive them out for you, with wars and battles that you Israelites will have to fight, of course, but the credit will all go to me, God, all-knowing, all-powerful. So when I give you this land, the land will have to literally celebrate the Sabbath. Of course, you Israelites will have to help it out by not planting and harvesting on certain years, you understand. On a Sabbath year, your food shall be the food that grows wild on your land. The land will provide food naturally for you, and your slaves, and servants, and cattle, and all of those foreigners living among you. After you have 7 of these Sabbath years, you're going to throw a party. Oh, Jubilee! Blow all of your trumpets. You cannot sow or reap, but just take that food right off the ground and eat it. Now you might be asking, what if the Sabbath years and Jubilee aren't very good years for the crops? Is there going to be enough food for all of us Israelites if we don't do any sowing or reaping? Well, God promises that he will make bountiful harvests for you, so don't worry, God has you covered. God also tells you in this chapter to respect your fellow Israelite. If you lend them money, don't charge them interest. If they sell you their property, God gives them some instances where they can get their property back, in a certain amount of time, of course. There's some fine print about walled cities and tents, but I'll let you guys hire a Bible lawyer for those petty details. Remember though, you guys can buy and sell land all you want, as long as you remember that it all belongs to the Lord and you're just renting it. Plus, God gives special rules about property to the Levite tribe, and that has nothing to do with the fact that Moses and Aaron are Levites. Also, as any true believer will tell you, slavery in the Bible is totally different. People become slaves to pay off debts, and God commands you to treat your slaves well, as long as they're Israelites. You can take slaves from the foreigners among you that live in other lands, though, and those slaves are yours for life, and your children get to inherit them like property. Isn't that great? If one of those rich foreigners takes an Israelite as a slave in your country, though, that Israelite has a get-out-of-slavery-free card and can buy back his freedom on the year of Jubilee. Their buyback price is the same as paying wages for a hired hand. Pretty much, you guys have to let all the slaves go that I tell you to, because I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt, and what I say goes. And that's all for today, kids. Gabe Angel, wishing you a wonderful day. That's strange. When I did an internet search for milk and honey, pictures of these 2 women came up. That's odd. I thought we would have had filters for that stuff up here in heaven. Gabe, what are you looking at on the internet? Oh, what? Nothing, Gabriella. I'm just doing Bible searches. Yeah.